The feelings are going to help you recognize whether or not something's in alignment or aligned. Misaligned or aligned. You'll be able to sense this through feeling to a certain degree. To a certain degree. And what do I mean? Have you ever felt one way about something, but then the opposite turned out to be true? So your emotions can be biased, and you have to be very careful with this. Many people will say if it feels good, it's good. Heroin, for many people, tends to feel great, and they end up dead. So just because it feels good does not mean it's good. Keep this in mind. Good things can feel good, but sometimes good things can feel bad. Have you ever worked out and said, this feels horrible? But then you feel good later. So don't go off of feelings or you will be misled eventually. As you get more in tune with yourself, your feelings will begin to reflect more greatly that quality of clearly indicating alignment versus misalignment. So you must train your dantian. If you attempt to get in touch with your feelings from the head and even to a certain degree from the heart, you may find your own flavor colors it. You see, colors the feeling. But when you bring the head into the heart, down into the belly, and you then feel from the vibrational level of the lower self like a serpent, then you will be able to know the true nature behind the sensations. Without that lower mind awakened, it's like the feelings are filtered through either rose-colored glasses or no glasses, and the feelings are vague, you see. But when you bring the three minds into one, all three levels of self are integrated. This reduces the bias, so you can see things more clearly. I am saying this to you because many a times people on your planet will feel insecurity, they'll feel anger, they'll feel fear at a certain trigger, and they will convince themselves that the way they are feeling is specifically because of the interaction they had with the trigger and nothing else. I'm here to tell you, whenever you experience a negative emotion as an adult, you are replaying a moment from your past in real time. This is not an exaggeration. Every negative emotion that you experience as an adult is a reimagining of a negative experience you had when you were young. Now, this does not mean that if somebody insults you to your face, your negativity in reaction to that is purely because of the past. You might feel some offense in the present, but what I am saying is, when you have a negative reaction to something as an adult, the way your mind works is the following. A moment from your past that reminds you of the present, that contains a similar energy as the present, is summoned forth. Why? Because a part of you believes that that past memory will assist you in overcoming the present challenge. That's why that shows up. And that's why people end up getting in these loops with negative behavior, because they are replaying a strategy from the past, but it happens so quickly, happens in the background, they don't know they're doing it. So when you are triggered, when you start to feel negativity, anxiety, fear, rage, whatever, I want you to close your eyes, slow down, roll your eyes up into the back of your head. Imagine you're looking into your visual cortex and ask yourself the question, when was the first time I felt this feeling? When was the first time I felt this way? When was the first time this emotion showed up in my life? And you'll get an answer. You'll get an answer quick. Very quick. And it's simply a matter of recognizing what was happening then is most certainly not happening right now. It's completely different. That awareness alone will neutralize the belief system. And once it's neutralized, then you just ask yourself the question, what was the belief system my younger self must have been using to create such a thing? To create or interpret such an experience? And you'll get the answer, you see. It's all inner child work. That's the irony. You're all busy being adults, but all of your evolution comes from transforming the karmas of the inner child.